Columbus, Illinois, the Circle Jerks themselves, Jake Scott and Zippy Gall.
All right, guys, welcome back to an all-new podcast. We're looking at episode 3 here. We're going to talk about a few things today. Unfortunately, we had some issues with some of our computer here, so that's why this podcast has been a little delayed. We got it all figured out now, though. So, with that being said, we got a shit kit giveaway we're going to talk about.
Ooh.
Yep. We're going to give you out our show email again. We're also going to talk about what's your number and why. Nutrition.
Man, best tip ever.
Yeah.
You guys will enjoy that.
Classes. We're going to talk about some classes today. Then we have some other little tidbits, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm really going to put myself out there, Jags. Yeah, I'm gonna give my top 5 list of who I think are the top 5 guys to worry about in 2019 when racing late models.
Dun 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 dun.
It's just my opinion. I based all that off of. I'll explain later.
Okay, that sounds great.
Cool. So let's go ahead and talk about this shit kit giveaway. All right, we've had some talks about that.
Yeah, so I very excited about that. We brought that up in a very early episode, and it was a tip from a friend of mine, and I've ran with it since. So basically, I made up these basic kits just because I think they're funny.
Yeah.
I think it's a valuable prize to have. You might not think it would be, but when it comes in handy, you'll thank the Circle Jerks.
Absolutely.
So basically, it's a little box that's going to come with a pair of underwear.
Gotta have those tidy whities though.
Tidy whities for the men, and a little bit. I went a little fancier for the ladies.
Yeah.
Smidgen.
They got
fancy.
a little lace on there, I think.
Probably. It's going to come with a couple packs of wipes, and then that's it. That's your basic.
That's gonna get taken care of business for a bad day. You know what I mean? You trusted a fart. Like I said, always purge a fart. I've learned that. Just give it a little purge. Make sure you're playing with the clean burner there, because if it's not a clean burner, you're making mud.
Oh man, you're in trouble.
Yeah, dude. And you know when you're like, shit, I shouldn't have trusted that fart.
Ooh, especially at the track, man. You got all the nerves and all that settling in while you're trying to get ready to race, and then you ate some of that good old track food or maybe some of that fast food on your way to the track.
Right.
Yeah, that kit might come in handy for you.
You know it will.
So basically, what we put out in the beginning was I'm making it tough because, that's just how it's going to be. I mean, I only have limited quantities of these bad boys. And so my first version of this is going to be, I want a picture of you doing dirt oval racing in Alaska. Whether that's, and it got to the point where we kind of talked more about it, and he thinks I'm crazy. So I'll go with anything dirt oval from Alaska, but you have to prove it.
It would be like ice oval though.
Maybe like they're doing sled dog circle track racing.
I mean, yeah, man. Some oval though.
Be all right with that.
And then Utah. I told you, I've never seen a dirt oval post from Utah. So if I see that, you'll get a shit kit too.
I'm in with that too.
Right?
Utah. Okay. I think you'll get the female version though. I don't know. Just saying. The guys in Alaska get the that's tough.
I'll wear them. I'm not too proud.
There you go, man.
No, I'm just kidding.
So that's going to be something very valuable. So I'm telling you,
I think so.
we got to get this message out to Alaska.
I think as we grow and hopefully more people listen to us, not everybody's going to agree with us, but I hope they still enjoy listening to us. Maybe they agree with something we say or like something that we're going to say, or I just try to be honest as much as I can to who I am. You know what I mean?
Yep. Definitely.
We're going to go ahead and give you guys our email again. It's going to be the RC Circle Jerks at
.com.
Okay. You got any information you want to get to us, or maybe you don't want to make a post on social media, or whatever it may be, even if you got suggestions, or we love positive criticism, and I think that's been one of the super positive things I've taken away from doing this. I thought when I was originally doing this, put myself out there, I was kind of a little timid, but it's been pretty positive of people listening to us. You know, while they're wrenching on their cars, or they're on their travels, or whatever it may be. And then also getting to talk to people in person, and everything's been super positive. Nothing's been negative, and even if they disagree with something, it's always been a really positive conversation. You know, about what their perspective is and stuff like that. And I think that's wonderful.
You know what I heard?
What?
I heard this from a man. Awesome. Loyal listener to us. He says to me that he'd be playing that McAllister song while him and his lady be doing have a little fun.
No way.
Oh, he says it works perfect. So there you go. There's a tip for everybody.
Oh, man.
Oh, he says it laid it down so smooth. It was ridiculous. That shaft on the vocals.
Oh, no way. I believe it. And speaking of sponsors, we got a few for today. A few of our sponsors today are going to be Factory 41. I appreciate those guys coming on board for this episode. Yep. Talent in a Bottle. They're joining us as well.
Traction.
Yes. And 4-4 Graphics.
Ooh, man, that guy can design some good stuff.
Absolutely. And Ultimate RC Pit Stop.
Ooh, man.
Yes, that's an East Coast facility.
Randy and Jen, man, they do good out there. I think I just seen again another post. They just did good.
Not from out there.
No?
I don't think so.
It was just recent.
It was last year.
He's been sharing that old stuff again.
Yeah, probably. He doesn't share old stuff.
I know.
He's always racing.
Jealous.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Man.
He's been racing. Jen's been racing a lot.
Yep.
So
Got that Texas fever.
Yo, hey, that's what they wanted to do.
Yep.
They're doing it. Really doing it, Harry. Something I think we're going to move next. Yeah, what's your number and why?
Ooh, I love this topic.
Right? We were talking about doing a shit kit giveaway with this as well.
Yes, sir.
So we made that post already about how, you know, we're going to pick the best story. And I tell you what, there's been a couple of good ones I've read on there.
I'm really impressed with the results on that.
Totally. So I think we're going to pick our winner win.
Let's do it next show.
We'll announce the winner in the next show.
Or let's pick it next show. Yep.
We'll announce them next show.
Yep.
And we'll pick it and announce it.
Yep. That sounds perfect.
Cool.
We got I think there's about 16 or so stories on there now. Let's get some more.
Yeah, we need more. You know, I just want to hear about it.
We need some female stories too, because don't forget, ladies, we have a ladies version of this. So, and I know you be doing the same thing as us men. So don't be trying to say you don't. You know, get in on this contest. You'll love it.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give away a shit kit for the best, and it's an official now RC Circle Jerk shit kit.
Oh man!
So when you're at the track or you're on your way somewhere and you have an emergency, you're gonna be like, damn, I really appreciate those Circle Jerks.
It's small enough you could take it on a plane. Man, I mean, this thing is legit.
Totally. Totally.
Out of all the products we could come up with our name on it, this is it. We're riding this one into the hills, man.
Totally gonna do that.
Well, I hope somebody will win this. I've seen the stories already are good. There's a couple.
Yeah, I like them.
There's a couple already where I'm already kind of leaning toward them, to be honest. So.
You already leaning toward them?
Yeah, I got a couple favorites already.
Really?
Yeah, to be honest, if our friend Matt Murphy is listening, he shared us his number story on our previous Facebook page.
Yes, he did.
And Matt, unfortunately, I cannot find that to bring it back onto the new page. So if you maybe had some time, it'd be great if you could share that story too on our.
Yeah, because it was awesome.
Yes. So that'd be cool. So I forgot to mention that the other day actually. So there it is.
I like ones with family history though.
Yep.
FYI.
They're gonna definitely touch our hearts more because we're both family men. So
Yeah, man, it's just stuff that's heritage and that means a lot, or something that's in depth. You know, when there's some real thought or heart into it.
right.
You know what I mean? You know, like birth years is good, you know, but I like other things too.
Like how many times you've gotten a concussion?
Yeah.
69, dude.
69. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, let's hear some more of them stories, guys. Keep them coming, and you soon could be receiving a free shit kit in the mail.
Who doesn't want one of those?
Paid postage, everything.
Yeah.
All you have to do is enjoy.
That's it. Let's see. What we got next? Nutrition.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about this. We've already
Yeah, nutrition. I think that's what we're going to talk about next. And how important it is.
yes.
So we're going to do this segment for track tips and tricks.
Yes, sir. We're gonna listen to my man Zippy Gone over here. Give some track tips and track tricks.
So nutrition. You got to eat.
Yes. It's something that I never even considered. I had a issue with before that I did not do any of that. Didn't really think about it, I guess, because when I get to the track, it's more I'm in focus with the racing part of things. And used to get the shakes real bad, get nervous. And we had a good friend of ours talk to me about that. And I've been trying to stay to what he talked to, and things are working out well.
Yeah, I agree with you. It works. Yeah. You got to eat. Got to eat. I'm normally eating all the time, so it's not a problem.
I used to eat on the way to the track, but just
Yeah.
when I'm there, it was,
Breakfast. Got to eat breakfast. Got to get some lunch.
yeah. Well, I noticed a big difference throughout the week there at the Chili Bowl. I mean, there'd be a day where I'd skip this or that because we were busy or got there late or whatever, but so yeah, I think it was a really good tip. I appreciate him telling me that. I think it's something I'm gonna continue on with.
Mm-hmm. Totally. I might continue to eat.
Maybe pack some cheeseburgers or something in my box. I don't know.
Cheeseburgers. Got them cheeseburgers.
Yeah, man. So I really appreciate that, Randy. You're a smart cat. Anything to make me better so I can pass you, my friend. Well, I appreciate.
Or try to, right?
I think passing either one of them two is going to be a mission.
No doubt about that.
Well, they definitely got it going on.
You know, some people pass them. Not cleanly.
I've seen that a few times, didn't we?
Especially old Jen. She can really wheel.
Yeah, it was really good to get to see her race for the first
Yeah.
time. Look forward to getting together with them both again.
No doubt. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our first commercial. Little tidbit for Factory 41 guys. So we went ahead and put them a little commercial together. Hopefully you guys enjoy that.
All right, here we go.
Ready? We bring you here today to tell you a story of three friends from Texas who decided to stand up against the fat cat companies and build their own cars that achieved the goal of affordability, phenomenal customer service, and a car that would compete against the best with the average racer in mind. And this is a reaction from the Mafia stronghold in the north. Welcome, boys. Thank you for coming here today and joining me. Billy Two Turns, Johnny Circles, and No Right Ricky. You boys have always been good to me. Tell me, you'll bring me good news.
Yeah, boss, things ain't looking so good.
What do you mean?
Yeah, boss, it's the same thing over here. We just can't get no wins, and nobody's getting us any support to get us any faster.
Yeah, these guys are really coming in here and cleaning us up.
Yeah, boss, they got guys like the Savage, the Reaper, the Tomahawk, the Gladiator, the Jericho, and the Throwdown. What are we gonna do, boss?
We can't compete against that kind of stuff. You boys, you come in here while I'm eating my stromboli, and this is the news you give me. Have you tried anything? Have you tried roughing these guys up?
Yeah, boss, we tried everything we can. You know what we supposed to do over here. We've spread rumors. We tried to get them out of here with the stronghold, but nothing's happening.
Yeah, these guys aren't like average guys around here. You know they're from Texas.
You don't mess with Texas! Yeehaw!
Go ahead and hop over to Factory 41 today. Check out their Facebook page at Factory 41. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. I know we did.
Oh boy, get yourself over there at Factory 41 today. Those guys got a lot of stuff for you over there. They'll catch you up and get you hooked up.
I totally agree with that one. All right. I'm going to take a little moment here to talk about Bob Mazza at Hobbytown, Revolution Raceway. We did a little tidbit about him before, but we kind of want to touch base on him again. It's got 2 locations, one in Appleton, Wisconsin, and one in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. The Oshkosh facility is 24,000 square foot. That's good size. Indoor dirt oval, carpet road course, carpet oval, and they got a miniature truck pulling course. Oh, man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
I like that.
That sounds fun.
Dude, okay. You got my attention. They got toys, models, trains. I mean, this is a full-fledged hobby store here. And then their Appleton facility is 9,600 square foot facility. It's got a carpet off-road track, and also an indoor gardening supplies.
Yeah, yep. They have that at that store only, not the other one.
So what kind of gardening supplies?
I think it was hydroponic type stuff.
Okay then. Well, okay. So that is a wonderful gentleman. He contacted us, and he really wanted to get out that he had these wonderful facilities, and I think it's good to maybe get some people to travel up there and see what they got going on.
I mean, 24,000 square foot.
That's a lot of love for RC cars.
He's got everything you need.
And this miniature truck pulling thing, I want to know more about that.
I want to watch.
Yeah, that's neat. But they got a carpet oval, and then they have an indoor dirt oval at the same time. So I think that's awesome. Revolution Raceway. So you guys need to check those guys out.
Get you over there and check those guys out. We got another commercial for you here. Check it out.
Hey, boo-boo, I can't wait to see what's in that picnic basket.
It doesn't look like there's any food in there, Yogi.
Well, what's in that box?
Looks like we have some talent in a bottle.
Oh, that to give me the traction I need to get past that Ranger.
All right, welcome back from that commercial break.
That's so funny. That's too funny, dude.
Get you guys over there and check out all those products. Talent in a Bottle, Ultimate RC Pit Stop,
Yes.
and Factory 41.
Factory 41.
There you go.
Yeah, Ultimate RC Pit Stop. That place. They got a big race coming up. Once again, like I said, this is an East Coast race. So I think, they're trying to make this something, annual, You know what I mean? They're putting a lot of attention and effort into it.
Right.
And I think that's what's drawing the people. You know what I mean? I think that's what's going to draw your people. So they have a race coming up. It's April 5th and 6th. Okay. It's in Mount Springs Indoor Arena. It's in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. The classes they're going to be running is going to be novice, stock mud boss, 13.5 mud boss, 17.5 sprint, mod sprint, SC mod, 17.5 late model, street stock, savage sprint, and savage late model. It says here they're also considering doing the 1RC midgets and sprints. I know we've talked about those things. You have one. They're dialed. They're pretty cool. So that's something to be interested in. It's Shari showing 75 people are going, and there's a lot more interested. From what I've heard, it's a good race. It's loose dirt. That intrigues me.
Definitely. We're always about that.
And Howard Young, can't say enough nice things about that guy. And you guys need to get on there. You check them out at Ultimate RC Pit Stop, and they're on Facebook. If you have any questions, go ahead and contact them.
Yep. He's been on board with us from day one. We appreciate your support, Howard.
Absolutely. Thank you. What else we got here?
Well, I guess I wanted to kind of talk about, give a little info on how to, I don't know, like, again, we talk about the beginners. We want to kind of, relate to the beginners as much as we do to the pros in this show. And we kind of talked about it. And we said, well, why not talk about our classes and what we run and what it takes to basically get into that and why you might want to get into that class.
Or like what we run locally and stuff like that.
Yep.
I mean, it kind of touches base on, how many classes is too many at your local racetrack.
Definitely.
And then we can just kind of touch base on, what we're doing here locally to kind of help that, So, here locally, I know we run some pretty basic classes. We normally run 13.5 street stocks, which is probably going to be changing to 17.5.
Yep.
I think that's a good move. And then we run sprint cars, 13.5 sprints down there.
That's just taking off on the indoor.
That's on the indoor. Outside,
right.
we run mod sprint.
Yep.
It's just the track inside's a little smaller. Try to curb those speeds.
Yeah, 13.5 down there is plenty.
Ripping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then we also run our 13.5 late model indoors here, and it's mod outside.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have SC mod, of course.
Yes.
But we run two different classes of SC mod.
Yep.
Both two-wheel drive classes, but one is for rookies. The way we kind of regulate our rookie class for SC mod is generally you have to show the skills required to, get out of the way, make good moves, have some control under your car,
right.
Show that you can actually be functional. Sometimes you don't have a good car, or maybe you might have problems, or you just need to hone those driving skills just a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be overwhelming racing with some of those really fast guys. So you can race guys a little bit more your speed until you get comfortable.
Well, here at our local raceway, what we're talking about indoors is Rockstar Raceway.
Yep.
And I think, is it 3 wins?
You need to have 3 wins in order to move up.
Yeah. I think that's great.
I think that's it's worked out, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always really good racing. I mean, it's been rough. There's some times that you're like, okay, everybody, we need to calm down, because you're seeing people out there and they want to win. They do. Everybody wants to win, and not everybody can win.
Especially these young kids. I mean, we probably have 5 or 6 young kids
That are very talented.
Very.
But I think that's kids across the country. I think that's just the generation.
Sure.
I mean, all these kids, they're more equipped than we were.
The video game thing
Oh,
just
they got us,
elevated
bro.
them.
They got iPhones in their hands at, you know what I mean?
Well,
They got it covered.
There's racers getting into big time racing because of their skills on iRacing.
True.
You know, they're getting a ride because they just showed some skills on a game that's almost real. So,
Yeah.
you know, this shows the difference between me and you.
I think, and then we've limited that class to a 13.5 motor limit.
Mm-hmm.
And then that really helps them hone in that driving skill even more.
Right.
You know, when you're showing them how to make adjustments on their cars, they're a lot more receptive to go, oh, I felt that. You know, I could see that the car was doing what I wanted it to do that time. So,
Can you have adjustable rear arms in that class? In the rookie?
I'm pretty sure you can now. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they changed that.
I think they did.
Okay.
And that way, you know, their cars are already equipped to when they move up.
Right.
You know, most of these, you know, purpose-built cars or conversion cars or whatnot for SE mod, or, you know, they already have that stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of hard to get away from that.
Well, it's such a tight track down there. Having those rear arms is almost a must.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. It's a pretty quick turnaround there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have, you know, we have obviously our SE mod, right? So we only have a few classes that we run. And I've noticed that, you know, around we run a pretty bare bone package, and it seemed to suit us quite well here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just kind of wondering how you feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to keep it, like you just said, basic as possible. It does seem like people are adapting to it locally.
Absolutely. I think it's
know.
kept it a lot more simple.
Yeah, and I love the process at Rockstar where you do have to earn your way up.
Yeah.
You know, because that's just like real racing. You have to earn your way up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess that's wrong. I guess that's wrong because I guess if you have enough money, you can just get into whatever you want. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think because we do have a lot of kids, so I think that's why he
Mhm.
started doing that. So, and we have a couple of them that's, yeah,
Pretty good.
they're getting trained well. They're gonna be good.
Yes. Speaking of new drivers, if you're a new driver, a big mistake that you can initially make is walking up to a person and saying, you know, what do you think I should do to my car? It's terrible. Well, that's just a terrible statement.
Yes.
That terrible, I don't know how to fix terrible, you know? And then taking that person's advice, right? And then 2 minutes later walking over to a different person and asking them.
I think that's the absolute worst thing you could do.
You just lost anybody that's going to want to help you from now on.
Yeah, because everybody pays attention to what you're doing.
They really do.
Don't think they're not.
They are paying attention. You know, I witnessed somebody at the racetrack, and they expected somebody else to wrench on their car the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. That's not cool.
No.
It's not cool. You need to be wrenching on your own car. You need to be asking the questions, especially when you have some time in the hobby. But that's just my statement on that. You know, I've seen it happen to where, you know, being a rookie, you can kind of get yourself tied into, you know, asking too many people the same question. Find somebody that can mentor you and stick with that one person.
Definitely. Yep.
You know,
Sure.
You're gonna get a lot further, I think. That's
Yeah.
just my advice.
Because everybody's so different, and you know, I think we all agree that you're not, everybody's driving style is different. The way the car's gonna be set up is different
Yes.
for each person.
Yeah.
And if you pick a guy that's like, okay, well, just perfect example right here, me and Zippy. Zippy knows what he's doing. I know that. He gave me my first couple of tips, I was I was real reluctant at first. He was real stubborn, and I finally listened to him, and I did what I did, and I knew right away he knew what he was doing. So this is the guy I'm putting my trust in, and look what it's done for me. You know, switching all around like that, it's never gonna get you anywhere.
You're getting too much information.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, that's my little piece of advice to a rookie driver. Find somebody that can mentor you, and stick with that one person. I mean, I know so many guys that are states away that if you just send them a message, they'd be willing to help you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've never had an issue when contacting somebody for information.
What did Rich say? Like, if you ask the right question, you get the answer.
Yeah, you gotta ask the right question.
Yeah.
Because once you get good enough, you gotta ask the right question. They're not just gonna give you it.
No.
You know what I mean? You gotta be asking the right questions, and that's how you're gonna learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm still learning quite a bit.
Man, every time I drive.
Yeah,
Every time I wrench.
absolutely. I mean, if you're not learning, not getting anywhere.
Nope. Definitely not.
Um.
Ooh, I like this one.
Oh, you going? Yeah. Let's go on to it.
Sorry.
No, let's go into it.
So, something I'm super excited to talk about. I said in the last episode we talked about the Chili Bowl, and I would love to continue talking about it. I really want to see tracks incorporate a pit lane.
Yeah.
I really hope that maybe somebody can, track owners can go back and watch the videos from the Chili Bowl. And the rule was there's absolutely no pulling in the middle of the track. Not even if you have to make a radio adjustment. You pull on that pit lane. And I can't tell you how much carnage that saved. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've ran into a guy who's sitting in the groove because he's bumping his radio a couple times, and you coming around there hot as fucking, the hottest sauce there is, and you blast him, So I just wanted to bring that up again. It's something small. I'm not going to go into a long thing about it, but I really think people need to start thinking about that.
I like the pit road because then you have to worry about that guy setting his car down on the front stretch, and then you smoke his car, and then he's like, "Oh, why'd you hit my car, dude?"
Right.
And it's like, what are you doing parked on the front stretch, wrenching on it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
nobody talks. That's something here recently. Why is nobody talking? Coming off on the front stretch, let people know what's going. Caution in 3.
Mm-hmm.
Caution in 3. And then you wonder why your car gets, your wings flying off of it, or, you know what I mean? You're breaking body mounts, snapping arms, stuff like that, because people are impaling you. Like,
No.
it's not even good.
And
You got to talk to people. Hey, crash in 4, caution in 4. Just let people know.
Yep.
They'd be surprised how fast somebody can whoa up.
That'd be another big help for sure.
Yeah, and don't be setting your car down on the front stretch
Ooh.
or back stretch.
Well,
People are going full tilt boogie down that thing, dude.
Man, I've watched them set the car down on the front stretch and then walk up on the driver's stand and leave it there. And it's like, what? But okay, set it down, drive it to the infield.
Yeah, drive it to the infield.
And then walk
if
up,
you don't have a pit road, but that's why
Yeah.
we're saying more tracks should have pit road.
Yes.
We think it's a good thing to have.
I mean, you're not talking much more materials to put that in on a track.
No.
One extra wall on the inside there to separate the two, a little extra dirt. We got to do this, man.
Yeah.
This is a Circle Jerk approved message. That's all I have to say about that. Like I said, it's nothing huge. I'm not pissed or nothing. I just wanted to say it,
Yeah.
Hopefully some people start thinking about that because it would totally change what happens at your track.
I like it.
Yeah.
I've been struggling here lately with my sprint car.
I know, man. What's the skivvy?
I think it's just probably me.
And
And so I felt like I needed to devote some attention You know, this has happened here recently. You know, it got me thinking is, you know, I race a lot of classes all the time, at least 2, everywhere we go.
Yes, you do.
Sometimes 3.
And 4.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
So I get myself awful busy, and I'm wondering how many people find themselves running even 2 classes and feeling overwhelmed because they can't focus on just maybe one car they're really struggling with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's hard to do good or decent in one car and then have one car that's just not there with you. And either one day it's money, rock and roll, and then next day, you know, you don't know what you're going to get. And I think that comes down to me as a tuner and then as a driver.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also learning that. So I think pretty much all the cars on the market are good. You just got to adapt to, you know, what the car's going to give you and stuff, and then what the surface is. Some of these cars are designed for different surfaces or
Right.
whatnot. But, you know, do you need to focus on one class, do you think, when you're struggling on others?
I'm going to go with yes. I mean, I think that's how I do it. You know, late model is my number 1 class, no matter what. I always have a backup class, and if my late model's struggling, yes, the backup class gets put on the shelf.
You get shelved.
Yep.
Oh, man. It's like staring at my children leaving the house, man. I can't do it.
I know you.
I'm like,
told
you
me
can
that.
come too, buddy. You can come too. And you can come here. You know, you can go racing.
I think you said that to me the one time. You're like, you're not even gonna just bring it on the car ride just to make it feel more involved. I was like,
Yeah.
nope, staying home.
Yeah, just bring it in the car. So it might get a chance. You know, it's on the DL, you know, or you got them in the bullpen back there just in case.
And you might have to pull it out.
You're going to have to call them out, Rock.
Yep.
You know? I love it.
Yep. No, I agree with you. I mean, it's yeah, for 2 classes for me is enough. I've tried to run 3. It's too much for me. I like to go around, talk to people. I'm a social person, so running even 2 classes for me is too much. I sit there and wrench. I'm so focused on what I'm doing, I don't even realize that, man, I haven't talked to nobody but Zippy the whole day.
Right?
You know. So I'm sitting at my table. So I'm even more like, I might even like just doing 1 class. I think I've mentioned that to you.
Sometimes it's just nice to do one class.
Yeah,
I normally only do that locally, though.
true. Yeah, because if we're going to make a long drive,
Might as well get your money's worth,
yep, I agree with that.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Bring all the bullets.
All of them. Okay. I'm going to talk about
Dun,
another
dun.
sponsor here.
Ooh,
4-4.
our guy.
Yeah, 4-4 Graphics, okay? This guy, I can't say enough positive things about him. In the wrap industry for RC cars, it is a very tough deal.
Sure is.
A lot of people don't know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
You see a lot of questions all the time. Where do I go to get my car wrapped? You know, everybody likes something different. You know, the thing I always pay attention to is customer service.
That's my number 1 thing.
If I don't get a response or don't know, my business really isn't that important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or if you don't deliver in a timely manner like you say you're going to, or, you know, I don't care as long as you're honest. You know, hey man, you're 3 months out, dude.
That's the key.
Okay.
Honesty.
All right. You know, and if you contact me in 2.5 months and say, hey buddy, I got your wrap, you know, okay, sure, great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not upset.
Nope.
You know, not even 3 months and a week am I upset. You know what I mean? I get it.
Just do what you say you're going to do.
That's it.
Yeah.
But so touch base on this is Jason from 4-4 Graphics. He is a wonderful person. I mean, every time I've contacted him to do anything, he is lights out about making sure you are happy as a customer, and he wants to ensure that you're going to be happy. He doesn't want you to be, oh, that's okay. That looks okay.
And we're not settling for that.
No, he wants you to be blown away
Yep.
by what's going on.
Over the top.
Yeah, and if you're not, then he's not happy. And this dude is relentless.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know when he sleeps. I don't know when he sleeps.
I agree.
He does, you know. So if you guys get a chance and you want some excellent customer service, some wonderful honesty, and just some killer graphics that this guy does.
Oh man,
The attention to detail is really good. And I've had no problems, and I'll forever be a customer.
Yep.
So,
I mean, I contacted him. He had no idea who I was. I gave him like 3 basic, like, kind of visions of, you know, like
who
my
you
style,
were, and yeah,
you know, and I told him, I said, you just design something based off of that. You go with it. And man, I mean, the first one, money. I've been running that design now, and I think I'm gonna run that design for a long time.
long time.
He took care of me. I mean, customer service is, again, over the top. I mean, I responds to your messages right away, listens to what you're saying,
It truly does.
you know, doesn't just, you know, kind of listen to you and then do with their own thing. He listens to you. So, awesome guy. Get a hold of him today. 44 Custom RC Graphics, because that's another thing, by the way. He only does RC card wraps.
Yes.
That's a big
Yes.
plus.
Only does RC car wraps. Solely
Yep.
devoted to the RC industry.
Yes, he is.
So get a hold of him. Check him out. 44. That's 44 Graphics. And we're going to move into our next little segment here. This one is, I've said it in a couple of podcasts before. I've wanted people to go ahead and tell me who they thought some of the top guys were, and I'm not really getting that.
We're not getting nothing.
Well, you know what? I knew there was going to be a time. So I'm going to go ahead and put myself out there on a limb. I
Yep.
know there's going to be some people that disagree with this, but I'm going to tell you how I came to this conclusion.
Well,
Okay? And then I'm also that's going to run into what I'm going to try doing for the Circle Jerks this summer, so we can kind of have a better rating system,
I like.
right?
So we're basically, because the Chili Bowl's over, this is kind of what we're going to start this. Is
Yeah,
that-
since the Chili Bowl's over,
we kinda have an idea.
some of the dust is settled, and then
Mhm.
I have a good idea in my heart based upon things that I've seen over that previous summer has
Mhm.
been calculated into what I'm putting on this list. And this is only a top 5 because I believe a top 10 it's very difficult. I believe you can include 20 people in the top 10.
Easily, yeah, probably.
But there's some things to factor in, and so that's why I'll kind of want to do this breakdown of how I want to do my own kind of little points thing. And it'll be based upon certain races. And I'll make sure that I announce what races are going to be on that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That way it gives you a chance to be at, this RC Circle Jerks points race. The secret points race that's going on, where it kind of stems you against other drivers, around the country that, when you go to a race that's in, like Pennsylvania at the RC pit stop, you go to that race, there's going to be good people there.
Yeah.
That should be ranked in how you finish, you know what I mean? That should be calculated into where you rank nationally. Because nobody else is doing anything, so I'm just going to have fun with it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have fun with it.
Who can tell you no if nobody else is doing it?
If nobody's doing it, I'm just going to have fun with it. So,
yeah.
Totally going to have fun with it. So, this is my little rundown, and this is only one class. I'm only doing one class today.
Mm-hmm. Our favorite class, by the way.
My favorite, and that's why I kind of picked it. 1/10 late model.
Yeah.
These are the top 5 guys in the country right now prepared to hit the road for 2019. Okay?
Wish I had some like cool epic music for you or something, but I can't do it. Nah, I just want to hear the list.
He just wants to hear
I
the
just want to
list.
hear it.
Bush. Bush.
I can't.
All right, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, here's my list. And it goes. Should I start at 1 or 5?
I think you should start at 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. That's more of a build up.
Okay, so like I said, over the year, things that I've seen and the races that have gone on around the country, this is how I've come up with my consensus. Is the talent that you've raised, that has to factor in, right? And then some of these bigger events, it's hard to place.
Oh man,
You know what I mean? So, and these guys consistently do it.
they sure do.
All right. So my number 5 pick comes in for a guy who does this on a professional level, day in and day out. That is his job. Okay. when he clocks in, he normally makes advances really fast. Okay? I have a lot of respect for this guy. Number 5 on my list for late model is going to be, right now, Max Fluor. He nailed it. These next two was some of the hardest I've had to think about some stuff.
Mm-hmm. They're close.
I will say that 2019 is going to be a big year. So, my number 4 pick, okay, in the country is Matt the Murph Dog Murphy. This guy goes, I don't care what anybody says. When he goes to a race, you know he's a threat. And you know he's a threat because he's normally helping everybody else, not working on his cars, and he's still blazing fast everywhere he goes.
Hot Pink Express.
That thing is flying. So Matt Murphy's my number 4. I mean, all year he was doing work anywhere he went. My number 3. This was also a tough decision.
Mr. Smooth.
Anywhere he goes, he's standing on the podium. Always. I don't care where it's been. He always is standing on the podium.
Yes, he is.
Every time. And he's like the nicest dude. Number 3, Justin Draymeyer. Awesome dude. Clean racer. I enjoy racing with the guy.
Yep. You always know, man. He'll treat you right on the track.
Absolutely. My number 2 for 1/10 late model is Nathan Dean.
Nathan Dean.
Yeah, that's right. I said number 2. Shocking.
Woo! Just dropped it. Oh. Oh, wait. Coming in late, but it's coming.
Coming in late. Oh! No, Nathan's blistering fast. I mean, everybody knows him. I mean, he's a prodigy.
No doubt.
The dude is, I've seen it in person. He's awesome. He's awesome.
Fast as it all, man.
Awesome and extremely nice.
Yep.
Wonderful person. And then my number 1.
Wait.
Well,
I got something for you.
What are we waiting for?
I got something for you.
Uh-oh. The drum roll. Mike Murphy Jr.
Oh, man.
That late model is like 5 years old, and it don't care.
It sure don't.
It's like the Herbie of late models.
Get out of my way.
Thing is ridiculous, and everywhere he goes with that car, you're chasing it.
Uh-huh.
You're chasing it.
Indoor, outdoor, short track,
Don't matter.
track.
Don't matter. Don't matter.
Let's do it, he says.
Chasing it. That is the number 1 late model in the country.
Yep.
Hands down. Hands down.
I agree.
So my top 5 list, run it down from 1 to 5. Mike Murphy Jr., Nathan Dean,
Boom.
Justin Draymeyer,
Boom.
Matt Murphy,
Boom.
and Max Fluor.
Boom.
I know some people are going to disagree with this, but like I said, this is just me having fun. And then I also want to do like the soul points thing so over the years. So it is not about who's the best at home sitting on their couch. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's the best right now. Who's racing? Who's clocking in? You know, who do we need to worry about? I'm not worried about somebody who's retired.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So,
Well, if somebody disagrees with your list, then they should have sent something into us.
well, that's a true story. But maybe I'll spark that conversation
Maybe.
now.
Hope
You
so.
know, I disagree with your number 4. Well,
Yep.
tell me why you disagree with my number 4.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or my number 5, or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? I think these are all going to be subject to change, because they're gonna be, especially as these races start popping up. You know, and I start factoring all those up.
Man, it's
Well,
going to get competitive.
Yeah, if you're
I
not,
love it.
you just got to pay attention to what races they're attending, and you know, if you're not traveling that much, well, you're not really that factor.
Let me see. I think I'll fit in right there in about number 2, number 1. That's what I'm thinking.
You're crazy.
Of course I am. But that's my goal.
'Cause I'm a dreamer.
Hey, you gotta have goals, baby. Those guys ain't, man, whatever. They got trailers. I'm gonna put them on it.
Man,
I'm just kidding.
they're humans. Just really fast humans.
Hey, you gotta have fun with it, man. They're all awesome.
Yeah.
Just to race with them and to learn from
Learn.
what they do,
Yeah.
is one of the best. That's one of my favorite things. So
I don't have one negative thing to say about them.
no,
None of the guys on there,
not at all.
you know? Not one of them.
I just hope to be one someday.
Yeah, Matt is on my list. I haven't. And Max, and I haven't beat Mike, and
Man,
it's been too long.
that guy,
He's ridiculous.
man, what's his kryptonite?
It was like he was sleeping, and then, you beat him, you feel good, and then he was like, I was just kidding, dude, and I had another gear.
Yeah. Well, I just had a 8-year-old motor in the car. Let me freshen that with a
Yeah.
4-year-old motor.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You can do that? Like, that's not fair.
So, to let everybody know, we race with Mike a lot because, he's local here with us. And
Yeah.
we've had a lot of fun with him. And
Which is not a factor in my vote, by the way.
no, not at all. No, we talked about this for a bit, and it's legit.
It's legit.
I think he proved it at the Chili Bowl. I mean, that was impressive.
Car is ridiculous.
All right. So, we'll end that list deal right now, I think. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Excited. I hope people get in on this and chime in.
and I hope nobody's upset.
Oh,
That's not the goal of this.
no.
I'm just not trying to have fun.
Again, you're just starting it because you tried to get it started and nobody started it. So, me and you talked about it. This is what we came up with. Let's talk about that list.
Yeah.
Like, if you think, let's go. We like talking.
Well, yeah, it makes it cooler for everybody, though,
Right.
What do you got for us?
Well, I think it's getting down to the end here. So, we could probably roll in. I have the results of one race. And then we got some promotions to take care of.
Okay.
And then I think maybe we can go to bed.
Let's do it.
All right. So, I'm going to start off with, I'm actually going to do a track promotion real quick because it's just a quick one. I'm going to go with Comiskey Dirt Oval. It's at 8555 Southwest Jennings Street in Comiskey, Indiana. It's kind of just something thrown out. I caught on the old interwebs there. They got a winter jam coming up. It's presented by Gibson Landscape Services. It's Saturday, February 23rd. Check them out. Now I'm going to do some results. What do you think of that?
Let's hear them. Let's
Whoa.
hear them.
I got something coming to you from the carpet world this time. Yeah, decided to change it up a little bit. We haven't been getting a lot of, oh, there we go. Sorry. All right, so I'm going to take you up to Dubuque Fairground RC Raceway. And these results are from 2/10/18. It looks like they're a carpet oval. It's located at 14583 Old Highway Road, Dubuque, Iowa. And we're going to go ahead and start off with the Mud Boss class. Got first place, Mark Vanetta. Second place, Jim Nestaby. Third place, Maddox Brees. Or Bryce. Sorry, Brees, I think it is. Fourth, David Marsh. And then we're going to roll into the 1/10 late model results. We got two. We got first and Craig Schmall. Second, Dallas Winter. Then we're going to go to the 6.0 breakout class. We got first, Mike Ackerman. Second, Brian Camerud. Third, Tom Boys. Fourth, Austin Boys. Fifth, Dave Cone. Got a couple more classes for you. We got novice class, Dennis Treewiller. And second, Jim Nestaby. We got SC Mod late model, Trevor Anchorman in first. Second, Monty Brugerman. Third, Brian Camerud. 4th, Maddox Breeze. And 5th, Ethan Camerood.
Kid's fast.
Yeah, congratulations everybody on that. Good job. Let's see.
Raced that young man before and his dad. Those guys
Really?
those guys are fast. They came out to my track when we had one
Okay.
out there to Rock River on the high banks. They were driving all the way from Wisconsin to come race our club races.
Okay. Oh, yeah, those guys were very fast.
Oh yeah,
Very fast.
yeah.
All right, I got one other place now. We'll do a track promotion for you. We talked about them before. We're talking about them again because they're awesome. We're going to go with Limestone Raceway in Kankakee, Illinois. It's at 4959 West 3000 North Road, Kankakee, Illinois. Again. We're going to go with Friday, April 12th and April 13th. Saturday, April 13th, the Rubber Tire Meltdown. Friday, practice starts at 12 through 6. Racing at 6:30 p.m. They're going to have 2 4-minute IFMAR qualifiers, 4 main
4-minute mains. You got that?
IFMAR qualifiers. A main winners locked into the meltdown. Thank you.
Ooh.
Sorry.
You're good.
Saturday, practice starts at 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Racing at 11:30. 3 4-minute IFMAR qualifiers, 75 lap A mains.
Ooh.
Here's a nice little treat for everybody. Free breakfast and lunch on Saturday.
Wow.
The classes are going to be Novice, Stock Slash, B Mod, SC Mod, SC Open, Outlaw Late Model, and Outlaw Sprint. Check them out on Facebook today for all their rules and get yourself out there to Kankakee, Illinois.
Hey now.
That's it, man.
That's it?
That's it.
Is that going to be a wrap?
That's about as good as it gets, I think, my man.
All right. No, appreciate everybody listening. Like I said, sorry about that little hang up we had. I think next episode you can expect, what you were thinking, 2 weeks?
Yeah, we'll do 2 weeks, and that will be the result. We'll pick the winner then for the best number story
Yeah,
for the Shit Kit.
yeah.
And we were going to have Rich Nordholm, the Godfather, on this episode. Unfortunately, some stuff come up. Couldn't have him on, but hopefully we'll have him on the next episode.
Yes.
We'll shoot for that. Yeah, I think that's a pretty packed little episode.
Yeah.
We do have a really cool announcement coming up, but we're going to wait to drizzle that on you, like a little bit of drizzling on. You know that drizzle they used to put on the Pizza Hut pizza?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what this is going to be for everybody. So we got to wait and let that marinate for you.
marinate.
Really big announcement. You guys are going to love it.
Okay. Well, like I said, we appreciate it. We want to thank all of our sponsors on today's show. Go ahead and check out Factory 41, Talent in the Bottle, 44 Graphics, and Ultimate RC Pit Stop. We appreciate you guys listening and tuning in. And as always,
Thank you, everybody, for listening. We are out of here, and we will check you later.
stay classy, RC Dirt Over Racers.
Check.